As long as it's lost its viscosity, you have to change it or you lose your engine. Renewal of strength is a must to remain on course. Renewal of strength is a must to remain on course. Renewal of strength. An eagle will be reduced to a duck if it will not engage the renewal of strength process. Now, big question. What is in prayer and fasting? What is it ordained to deliver? What is in prayer and fasting for us? Prayer and fasting is essentially ordained for our empowerment and re-empowerment. Is this not the fast that I have chosen? To loose the bands of wickedness off your affairs, to undo the heavy burdens of the wicked, and to go free from every oppression, and that ye break every yoke choking your life. Is this not my purpose for prescribing fasting? To empower and re-empower you, to command dominion over the wickedness of the wicked arrayed against your life. That ye break every yoke, and yokes are destroyed by the anointing, which implies the empowerment of the Spirit. And that's why we access supernatural victory through the wisdom of prayer and fasting. This implies that fasting is not a burden, but a blessing of unfathomable dimension. It's not a religious activity, but a spiritual platform for empowerment and re-empowerment. In Psalm 63, in verse 1 to 3, the word says, O Lord my God, early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee, and my flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory, so as I've seen thee in the sanctuary. I want to see it again. Re-empowerment. That's what makes the core essence of fasting empowerment and renewal of strength. Isaiah 40 verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Eagles renew their strength through a kind of fasting. Annually, they are out on roasting, they call it. No hunting. There they shed their old feathers, grow new ones, break their beaks, and grow new ones, ready for a majestic ride in the year ahead. They that wait upon the Lord, that is fasting, is a platform for renewal of strength, just like the eagles renew their strength through fasting. We saw Moses return after a 40-day fasting expedition, supernaturally transfigured. Exodus 34, 1-4. And 28 to 31, he didn't know that his face has been transfigured. Anytime he came out, they had to cover his face with a veil because they couldn't look at his face. It was shining like the sun. Jesus returned empowered by the Spirit after 40 days of prayer and fasting. Luke 4, verse 14. He said, and Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit into Galilee. And there went out a fame of him through all the region round about. His mission opened up as he returned. In Luke 5, Jesus speaking, saying in verse 39, no one, having taken the old wine, straightway desires the new, for he says the old is better. It's the cheapest way to get grounded. You don't have to wait for the oil in your engine to be off. As long as it's lost its viscosity, you have to change it or you lose your engine. Renewal of strength is a must to remain on course. Renewal of strength is a must to remain on course. Renewal of strength. An eagle will be reduced to a duck if it will not engage in the renewal of strength process. As we saw in the case of Peter, Satan is out on a mission to blow believers off their stand with God. Simon, Simon, Luke 22:31, Satan has desired to have you. He wants to blow you off as wheat. But I've prayed for you that thy faith faileth not. Well, prayer and fasting enhances our spiritual weight against the evil wind from hell. Can you meditate on the bridegroom, bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? But the day cometh, when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, then shall they fast in those days. Mark 2:18-20. When Christ was here, he was bearing them on his wings as the mother eagle. They were just feasting and having nice time. But he said, when I'm taken up, they will have to develop their wings through the process of faith, prayer and fasting. As the story goes, the mother eagle will be having fun with the eaglets, go hunt for them, bring the food to the nest, and then, baby, you like to have a ride? Oh yeah. Carry them on the back. Carry that, her on the back, and soars into the sky, and at a point removes his back suddenly. Baby eaglet will be saying, hey, which, wicked. It's going through the process of the wing development. And before it will crash on the rock or into the water, the mother eagle comes back. I will show you today when we get home. It's developing wings. If you don't want the eagle to be reduced to a duck, you better wake up. Prayer and fasting facilitates access to revelation. That is the entrance of the word into our spirit, which enhances our spiritual weight. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning. How much of the word at work in us is what defines our spiritual weight. How much of the word at work in us is what defines our spiritual weight. Isaiah 58 and verse 8. As we behold him as in a glass, we are changed from grace to glory in the Spirit of the Lord. You hear my saying and you do them, you'll be on a rock. No matter the storm and the wind, you'll be standing firm. That is, doing the word enhances our spiritual weight against the storms of life.